your grades don't matter. At least not as much as other things when it comes to finding a job. Recently, I interviewed 3 of my university professors, and that is the advice that they gave me. So stay tuned till the end to learn the tips and techniques that could help you avoid a lot of the problems that new grads tend to face going into the job market. Now, the first question that I asked was a big one. How do you get a job when you don't have any experience?
You need to look at experience as not just things that you've done that somebody has paid you for. It's a matter of articulating that in a way that an organization can see, oh, you can do this job.
Other types of things you can put on your resume to indicate your experience are things like volunteering, passion projects that you have, and even your coursework. Explain a bit of the context, the actions that you took, and the outcomes that resulted from those actions. And that is going to look 1,000 times better than if you didn't include that experience in the first place. Another way to get some experience is through online courses and certificates. These are courses on sites like LinkedIn Learning or Coursera, which you can then take the certificate of and put it on your resume and show it to an employer. Now, sites like Coursera aren't sponsors of the channel just yet, but if you like and subscribe, maybe we can get there. Now, even if you have some experience, you might still see your applications not getting responded to. But the answer to that and the way you can get your foot in the door is networking.
So when I was on the other end and when we were hiring, because it's hard, you're looking at a lot of resumes and it's hard to parse through what is it that one candidate has over another. And so sometimes if there's someone in your organization that has some contact with that person and can put in a word for them, then it can be helpful in the hiring process. And you don't know who you met that 2-3 years down the road might be working, say, at some interesting company, and oh, hey, like they can put in a good word for you.
Now, networking sounds really scary and complex, but at the heart of it, it's just about getting to know people and getting them to know you. Whether it's with your friends or professors or people you know outside of school, all networking takes is just starting a conversation and chatting with somebody. And it turns out university is the perfect place to start that.
We all realize that part of what we're trying to do is help our students succeed once they're done. I'm here to help you all try and get jobs, but I can only really do that if I know who you are and know something about you. So take the time to go visit someone during office hours. There's these periods of time when professors are very lonely in their office and there's just crickets chirping in there and nothing's happening. Go in those weeks. Don't do it before or after the midterm when everybody's lined up complaining about their grade. Go in the downtime.
I've personally seen a lot of doors open for me through networking. Heck, this video would not exist if I didn't network with my professors and simply ask them to be on the channel. The biggest advice I can give for that is to just take that leap. Don't be nervous about what the other person thinks of you. Just reach out, introduce yourself, and ask them if they can help you in any way. You'd be surprised at how willing and receptive people are to help, including your professors. And now on to something that Professor Bowen thinks shoots too many students in the foot, and that is not doing your planning.
What is most important is know yourself, because that's what you have control over. I have control over what I know, how I present it to other people, how I research. You can't sell yourself if you don't know what you want to do and you don't know what you're good at.
So before you even send out an application, you need to have a solid sense of what type of industry you want to work in, what type of company you want to work with, and what that company tends to look for in a candidate. Taking that time to actually plan through your job search is going to give you a real edge when it comes to getting those resumes and interviews onto the next stage. Now that wraps up the job advice from my professors, and I hope it helps you for your job search. And I want to thank the professors for being part of this once again. I have a video here about what they think goes into the best student experience. So you should probably check that out too. As always, my name is Isaiah, and I hope that you keep improving. I'll see you next time.